You're all welcome to today's News Deep analysis. This is not noise. This is not gossip. This is serious Nigerian politics, explained in clear words. If you love sharp analysis like this, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us. Because what we are breaking down today affects power, loyalty, and the future of politics under President Tinubu. Let's go straight into it. Something serious has happened in Nigerian politics, and it did not happen in public. It did not happen on television. It did not happen on social media. It happened quietly, the way real power moves. Nyesom Wike has been summoned. Not invited. Not advised. Summoned. And in politics, that word alone carries weight. This is not a small call. This is not a friendly meeting. This is the kind of summons that makes people uncomfortable. The kind that forces deep thinking. The kind that reminds you that power has limits, no matter how loud your voice is. The All Progressives Congress, the ruling party, is not happy. Not calm. Not relaxed. And when a ruling party is uneasy, the pressure travels fast. The message being discussed within APC circles is clear and strong. They are questioning Wike's role. They are questioning his conduct. And most importantly, they are questioning whether he should still be where he is. Now, let us be very clear and very honest. Wike is not an official APC member. He did not campaign as APC. He did not fly their flag during elections. Yet, today, he is serving directly under an APC government led by President Bola Tinubu. That arrangement alone is unusual. It is sensitive. It demands caution, discipline, and respect for political boundaries. But that caution has been missing. Wike has continued to act like a power on his own. Speaking strongly. Attacking openly. Responding without restraint. In politics, confidence is good, but unchecked confidence becomes a problem. The APC leadership is beginning to see him not as an asset, but as a complication. This summons is not about one speech. It is not about one interview. It is about a pattern. A long trail of actions that are now raising red flags. The party feels his words are creating tension. They feel his behavior is putting the government in an awkward position. They feel he is too loud for someone who is not fully inside the party structure. Politics runs on loyalty and order. You may be powerful, but power still answers to structure. And when someone appears to operate outside that structure, alarms go off. Inside APC circles, there is growing concern that Wike does not fully respect party lines. He fights too many people. He speaks as if he answers to no one. That kind of posture may work when you control a state, but it becomes dangerous when you operate at the center of national power. The summons is a warning. A clear signal that patience is wearing thin. This is not about removing a man for drama. It is about protecting political balance. The ruling party cannot afford internal confusion. They cannot afford loud conflicts. They cannot afford a figure who draws attention away from governance and pulls focus toward personal battles. Wike's position was always going to be temporary unless managed carefully. Serving a party you do not officially belong to requires humility. It requires restraint. It requires silence at times. But silence has never been Wike's strength. And now, the APC is asking the hard questions behind closed doors. Can this continue? Is this sustainable? Is his presence helping the government or hurting it? The fact that a summons even exists tells us everything. Power does not summon what it is fully comfortable with. Power summons what it wants to correct, control, or remove. This moment marks a turning point. Once a politician is summoned at this level, the game changes. Every word is measured. Every action is watched. Every next move carries consequences. Wike now stands at a delicate point. Not fully APC. Not fully outside APC. Powerful, but surrounded by pressure. Vocal, but facing resistance. This summons is not the end of the story, but it is the beginning of a serious test. A test of discipline, a test of loyalty, and a test of survival in the harsh world of Nigerian power politics. And from here, nothing will be the same. Nyesom Wike is not just any political figure. He is the serving minister of the Federal Capital Territory. That position alone carries weight, influence, and national attention. Abuja is not a small assignment. It is the seat of power. It is the face of the federal government. And whoever controls the FCT must act with balance, calm, and discipline. This is why the current tension is so serious. As FCT Minister, Wike represents the Tinubu government every single day. His words do not end with him. They reflect on the presidency. They reflect on the ruling party. They reflect on the entire government. This is where the problem begins. Wike has been fighting on too many fronts at the same time. He is in open conflict with the current Rivers State governor. What started as political disagreement has grown into open hostility. This fight has refused to cool down. Instead, it keeps spilling into public space, creating headlines that the federal government does not need. At the same time, he has issues within the APC itself. The tension with the APC National Secretary is not a small matter. Party structures are sensitive. When a serving minister openly clashes with a top party official, it sends a wrong signal. It creates the impression of disorder. It weakens internal authority. Then there is his public style. Wike speaks sharply. He confronts directly. He does not soften his tone. For his supporters, this looks like strength. But from the perspective of power management, it looks like risk. Even outside the APC, concerns are growing. Peter Obi has openly complained about Wike's constant outbursts. He has pointed out how Wike speaks to people without restraint. When criticism comes not only from opponents but also from across political lines, it means the issue is no longer personal. It has become a pattern that worries many. The office of FCT Minister demands restraint. It demands maturity. It demands careful communication. Abuja is watched by the whole country and by the international community. Every statement matters. Every confrontation is amplified. But Wike's political style remains combative. He speaks like a man still fighting state-level battles, not like a minister operating at the center of national power. This is where the APC's discomfort deepens. The ruling party is beginning to feel that Wike's presence creates more tension than stability. They worry that his personal battles are becoming national distractions. They worry that his conflicts could weaken party unity at a time when the government needs full focus. In politics, position does not protect you when pressure builds. In fact, high office often attracts more scrutiny. As FCT Minister, Wike cannot afford repeated controversies. Yet, controversy seems to follow him. This is why the pressure is increasing. This is why the summons matters. This is why voices within the APC are beginning to whisper about limits, lines, and consequences. Power expects loyalty. Office demands discipline. And right now, many within the ruling structure believe Wike is testing both. Chapter 2 ends here, but the tension does not. Because when a serving minister begins to look like a political storm instead of a stabilizing force, the system responds. And that response is already in motion. This is now the moment of truth. Politics has a way of catching up with everyone, no matter how powerful they appear. When pressure reaches this level, silence becomes dangerous and action becomes unavoidable. Wike is standing at that point right now. The reality is simple. You cannot serve a government and constantly challenge the system that protects that government. You cannot hold one of the most sensitive offices in the country and continue to act like a lone political warrior. At some point, the system will push back. The call for Wike to resign is not coming from emotions. It is coming from calculation. The ruling party is looking at the bigger picture. They are asking whether his continued presence helps stability or creates more tension. They are asking whether his style fits the tone the government wants to project. And they are asking whether the cost of keeping him is becoming too high. In politics, loyalty is not just about support during elections. It is about conduct after power is secured. It is about knowing when to speak and when to hold back. Many within the APC believe Wike has crossed that line too many times. There is also the issue of trust. When a man is not a full member of the party but occupies a powerful position within the government, suspicion naturally grows. Every strong statement is questioned. Every confrontation is examined. Every move is interpreted as either cooperation or defiance. Wike's defenders say he is bold and fearless. His critics say he is reckless and disruptive. Power does not judge by emotions. It judges by results. And right now, the result is rising tension, not unity. If he stays, the pressure will not reduce. It will increase. Meetings will become colder. Support will grow thinner. Political cover will slowly disappear. This is how power isolates people before decisive action is taken. If he steps aside, it will be a major political moment. It will signal that no one is bigger than the system. It will also send a clear message to others watching closely. Whatever choice is made next will shape Wike's future. Fight and risk isolation, or withdraw and protect relevance. Nigerian politics is unforgiving to those who misread the room. One thing is certain. This is no longer about noise or headlines. It is about survival within power. And in this game, hesitation can be more dangerous than defeat. What is happening around Nyesom Wike is bigger than one man. It is a clear reminder of how power truly works in Nigeria. Power is not only about position. It is about alignment. It is about timing. And most importantly, it is about knowing when to adjust. Many politicians learn this lesson early. Others learn it late. But everyone learns it eventually. Wike has built a reputation as a strong political force. He is bold. He is outspoken. He is fearless in confrontation. These qualities carried him far at the state level. They helped him dominate local battles, shape political outcomes, and control structures with authority. In state politics, strength often wins respect. Loudness can command fear. Confidence can secure loyalty. But national power is different. It is quieter. It is more careful. It is more strategic. It does not reward constant conflict. At the center, power prefers calm hands, measured words, and controlled influence. What works in a state setting can become a problem at the national level. The office of the FCT Minister is not just another appointment. It is the heart of federal authority. Abuja is not only a city. It is the symbol of government. Every action taken there reflects directly on the presidency and the ruling party. When tension follows that office, it becomes a national issue, not a personal one. That is why this situation has attracted so much attention. The ruling party is under pressure to maintain order. Internal unity matters more now than ever. The Tinubu government is dealing with economic strain, rising cost of living, public frustration, and high expectations from citizens. In such a climate, leaders want stability, not distraction. They want focus, not friction. They want coordination, not confrontation. This is why the conversation around Wike has changed. It is no longer about his past influence or political strength. It is no longer about how powerful he once was. It is about the present. It is about whether his presence supports the direction of the government or creates repeated controversy that weakens it. Politics is also about perception. When citizens see leaders fighting each other openly, confidence drops. When government officials exchange harsh words instead of clear solutions, trust weakens. When personal battles take center stage, governance suffers. These are realities no ruling party can ignore for long. Wike's story now sits at a delicate intersection of power and pride. He must decide whether to adjust his style or stand firm in his approach. Both choices carry consequences. Adjustment may protect relevance but reduce influence. Resistance may preserve pride but increase isolation. Nigerian politics does not forgive mistakes easily, especially when they happen at the center of power. For many watching, this moment is a lesson. No matter how loud your voice is, the system always has the final say. No matter how strong your influence is, structure eventually asserts itself. Power is not emotional. It is strategic. As Nigerians, the focus should move beyond personalities to governance itself. Stability matters. Accountability matters. Discipline in leadership matters. When leaders understand their limits, institutions grow stronger and the country benefits. This situation raises deeper questions that cannot be ignored. Can a government function effectively when internal disagreements spill into public space? Can unity survive without restraint and mutual respect? These are questions shaping today's political atmosphere and tomorrow's political outcomes. As events continue to unfold, one thing is certain. Decisions will be taken. Directions will change. And political futures will be shaped by how this moment is handled. Nigerian politics moves fast. And when power shifts, it rarely gives a second warning.